Hello and welcome back to Electric Drive Africa. I am Joey K. Thank you for joining us again. So, can you comfortably drive around South Africa in an electric car? Can you go on an all-electric road trip around South Africa? Like over 2,000 kilometers? Let's find out.
Who are the title partner. But not only are we showcasing technology, this is about showcasing South Africa. So we'll be embracing the best bits of South Africa along the way, whether that's food, culture, landscapes, people, really showing off what South Africa has to offer. Because at the end of the day, in order to have this smart mobility revolution that we're all trying and working hard here for, you've got to be able to engage the people. And so we use this road trip as a way to engage people. And I always say, I've never met anybody who doesn't like a road trip. Does anybody not like a road trip here? Okay, Weaver. I think after 3 years of road tripping, you got a good excuse there. So that's what we're doing. It's a road trip showcasing Nissan Leaf, BMW i3, and the Jaguar I-Pace, and launching these fantastic new charging stations across the route so that we can actually charge, but also so that we expand on the infrastructure. So what I'll do before I hand over to Bopang is I'll obviously give a huge recognition to our sponsors and partners. And again, if we can give another round of applause, this should be a day of giving round of applause. So we've got Department of Transport, Gauteng Provincial Government, African Alliance for Energy Productivity, Nissan, BMW, Sanro, Jaguar, Sun Arena Times Square, this fantastic venue, 947 and 702, and then our organising team. So thank you to all these sponsors and partners. Obviously, it is not possible without the support, without the commitment and the vision from these organisations who want to support such an event. So this is the first time we're launching it here. Why are we here? Well, we've been running this event in Dubai for the last 3 years. We've also run it in Europe back in 2015 and 16. And it's had, some success, it's had some impact, it's helped to move the market forward, it's brought key players together. We've helped companies to showcase products, launch products, expand on their products and services, engage with key audiences. And then we had a few people from South Africa that joined the event in 2017. I think they had a great time. They emailed a few months later. One person in particular, Francis Barham, who launched the African Alliance for Energy Productivity, he got in touch. He said, "Hey Ben, great event. I think this is really having some impact. Have you ever thought about South Africa?" So I thought, well, I haven't, but that sounds pretty cool. Let's check it out. So we started doing our research. We had a few calls with the African Alliance for Energy Productivity, and we could start to see the opportunity here in terms of impact from a smarter mobility perspective, but also the integration between electric vehicles, battery storage, renewable energy. This system that if we had this conversation 5 years ago, it would seem like a pie in the sky idea. But it's reality today. And AC/DC Dynamics, drawing on them again, they're installing solar across the country. They now have charging stations to add to that. I'm sure you have storage already, and if you don't, you'll probably be adding battery storage. You do, so there's nodding heads there. So we're suddenly shifting to a new system where mobility and electricity is connected. And that's really exciting, because you can do things like help with manage the grid. The issue with the grid across the world is that people wake up, they use a lot of electricity, you've got to have all these idle plants ready to fire up just to power that, and then we dip down, we have a big peak again. Well, storage is the way that you solve that, and battery storage that can be in cars can help with this. And there's a lot of work being done around the world to look at this vehicle-to-grid battery storage integration, and some of that's being done here in South Africa with Uilo. We'll be visiting them down in PE on Monday the 7th. So on a macroeconomic level, on a countrywide level, there's an opportunity to integrate these vehicles with the grid. But then also, on a smaller scale, potentially these batteries in the cars can act as, backup systems for when people maybe need power. And that opportunity isn't exclusive to South Africa. Think of what it can do across the continent. So when we did the research, when we started to learn more about this country and the continent, we could see, okay, this could also be not just a mobility opportunity, but an opportunity for energy supply, energy security, energy sustainability, everything that we all, wake up believing that it's our right as a human being to have access to that. So there's this bigger picture stuff that's going on. And then we did some first meetings, we had lots of meetings with different stakeholders, and then we met Bopang in May last year. And I think the alignment between Department of Transport and what we were doing was just instant. Bopang was still finalizing the green transport strategy, and we were planning our event for October last year. And I think there was an instant alignment around how this event can help the green transport strategy in the Department of Transport. And that was the beginning, really. And here we are today. We've all been working very hard with our sponsors and partners, with DOT and with Gauteng. And we're very excited to do this road trip. I'm probably more excited about this road trip than any other road trip. I mean, this is one of the best countries in the world to do a road trip in, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have it, over 2,000 kilometers done. Thank you very much to ERVT for the footage, and please everybody don't forget to subscribe, to share the word. The electric revolution is here. Thank you.